Alrighty, good morning, happy Sunday. So hopefully my mic doesn't sound like it did yesterday. I apologize for that. I don't know what happened there. Right, let's start with our sun salutation A today. Standing at the top of our mat, our feet are hip width apart. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, arms above head, connect the hands. We're going to exhale and let those hands come down past the midline of the body. Back to the side. We're going to engage our glutes, our core, ground our feet, and find a back bend on a nice deep inhale. As we exhale, we're going to fold forward, hinging at those hips, bringing the fingertips down to the ground. Bend the knees if you need to. Hands to knees, flat back, nice deep inhale. Let's take the hands to the ground, step, jump back to a high plank, whatever works within yourself. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower down, tuck the elbows, low plank. Inhale, upward dog or cobra. We're going to exhale and come back to a downward dog. And in our downward dog, we're going to take 3 to 5 rounds of breath. We're going to make sure that our fingertips are nice and spread out. Every part of that hand is pushing away the floor. Take the tailbone up as high as you can. Bring the chest towards the toes. Take the hips from left to right. Just move in ways that feel good within yourself. Bend the knees one by one. Enjoy the movement. We're going to perform our body scan. So we're paying attention to the sensations, everything that's going on within, from the fingertips all the way through the body, down to the feet. Let's look up between our thumbs and slowly walk our feet back up. Take our hands to our knees, flat back, deep inhale. Hands to the ground, bend the knees if you need to. Exhale fully. Nice deep inhale as we take those arms above head, connect at the top. And voila, we got one round of our sun salutation A for our warm-up. Right, we've got our hip, flex, extend, rotate, bend, all of the above. So let's start with our feet under our hips, hip width apart. We're going to fully engage our core. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, hands on our hips. And then on an exhale, we're going to fold down. We're going to bring the chest towards our mat. We're going to look down at our mat and find a nice flat back. We're going to breathe here for a few rounds of breath. Aiming to get that back as flat as you can. The feeling of a nice flat back. We're going to drop the arms and let them just hang. Breathe in deeply, exhale fully. Right, this time, the next exhale. So inhale deeply. And then on the exhale, we're going to come down as far as we can towards the mat and take the hands to where our body will allow. And if you can't quite get there, then just go to where you can. It doesn't have to touch the mat. Back to flat back on the inhale. Exhale, come down to where your body will allow. Come back up on the inhale. Nice flat back. Exhale down to where the body will allow. Inhale back up. Right, let's take our hands back to our hips. Stand nice and tall. We're going to find a back bend now. So in our back bend, we want to make sure that our core and our glutes are nice and engaged to protect that lower back. We're going to take a few rounds of breath within the back bend. I can't talk while I'm doing that. So here we go. Grounded feet, nice and engaged. Sweep up, inhale deeply, and take a few rounds of breath. And we'll come back up to standing. And we're going to make some nice circles with our hips. We'll go 5 one way. So we want to make sure our feet are nice and grounded. Every part of that foot. And then take it the other 5 times. Just making circles with those hips. Nothing too full on. And then we're going to find our side bends. So we take our arms up high on an inhale. Connect above the head, hug the ears. Then we exhale, side bend to where our body will allow. Push out that hip, inhale up. Exhale, side bend, push that hip out as high as as far as you can. Inhale up. One more on each side. And last one. Awesome. Right. Let's find our bellies to our mat. We have our scorpion twist now. So we're going to straighten up our right arm like so to the side. Our left arm is bent like so. We're going to look at with our head on our ground, we're going to look at our left hand. We're going to raise up that left leg, point the toes. We're going to bend the knee, and then we're going to bring those toes behind the right leg and twist our scorpion, grounding those toes to the feet behind. We're going to take 3 rounds of breath here. And on that third exhale, we're going to bring that left leg back to the ground, back to earth, and we're going to straighten up the left arm now, bend the right, same deal, head on the mat, looking at that right hand, lift the right leg, point the toes, bend the knee, and twist. 3 rounds of breath. And then on that third exhale, bring that leg back down to earth and switching over. We'll do one more on each side. And lift, bend, and twist. Enjoy that incredible stretch in that shoulder, the spine, the twist, the rinse. It feels good. And other side, bring that leg back down to earth. Switch over, lift, bend, and twist. Awesome. And bring that leg back to earth on that third exhale. Nice. We're going to come to a high plank. So find your high plank. We got our pigeon. What have we got? What do we call them? Pigeon folds. I should know this by now. We're on like day 210. Right. So we've got our high plank like so. We're going to find our half pigeon. We're going to bring forward our right knee, place it behind that right wrist. We're going to take our hands out as wide as our mat, so nice and wide. We are going to inhale deeply, come up to the fingertips, open chest. And then on the exhale, we're going to fold down and bring that forehead down to the mat. Folding down. Inhale up. Exhale down. So we got 2. We're going to go for 5. So we got 3. We got 2. And we got 1 more. And 1. Nice. We're going to stay up. We're going to bend that back knee. We're going to bring our right hand to the middle of our mat and grab hold of that those back toes and pull that heel towards the butt. Stretching that quad on that left side. Whoosh, it feels good. We can intensify the stretch by bringing that front elbow down to the mat. Gazing down at our mat. Pulling that heel as close as you can towards that butt. And then we release. Let's come back to our high plank and do the left side. So left half pigeon. Take those hands as wide as your mat. Inhale deeply, coming up to those fingertips, open chest. Coming down, exhaling. So we got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. We're going to hold that last one up. We're going to bend the back knee. Take that left hand to the middle of the mat, center of the mat, and grab a hold of those back toes. Pull that heel towards the butt. Enjoying the stretch. Let's bring that elbow down to the mat. If you wish, it also works on the palm. Take the gaze to the mat. Bring that heel as close as you can. My quads are loving this. And release. Awesome. Right, back to our high plank. We've got our knee raises now. So let's bend the knees, sit on our heels, bring our knees together. And we're going to take our hands next to our knees. We're going to take a nice deep inhale, lift up the knees towards the chest, and then raise the butt, leaning forward. Come back down on the exhale. Inhale up, exhale, back down. Inhale up, exhale down. Really leaning forward as we raise that butt. Let's go for 10 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and we're going to hold that last one. 10 for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. Right. Tabletop. So we want our knees under our hips. Our shoulders are stacked above our wrists. We're going to inhale deeply and take up our left arm to the sky. Take the gaze with it. On the exhale, we're going to thread. Take the shoulder and the head to the mat. Inhale up. We're going for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cool. Back to the tabletop. Other side. Right arm goes up on the inhale. Exhale, thread. Inhale up. Exhale, thread. We got 3, 2, and 1 more. 1. Perfect. Awesome. Back to tabletop. Let's do a few cat-cows here. So as we take a nice deep inhale, we bring that belly towards the mat. Take the gaze forward. Going to exhale, round the back, drop the head. Nice deep inhale, bring the belly towards the mat. Exhale, round. Perfect. Right, we're finding our bridge pose now. We're almost done for our Sunday. So we find our bridge, feet on our mat. Fingertips are nearly touching the heels, or are if you can. And we're just going to raise those hips nice and high and hold. Push the hips as high as you can. Hold them up. And we're just going to sit here today. We're not going to move and we're not doing the bridge flow. We're just going to hold the bridge today. Pushing the hips up as high as we can. Breathing cool, calm, and controlled. Feeling every sensation you have going on. Paying attention. Enjoying the challenge, the abilities. Let's keep holding. Push them up even further. All right, and let's slowly lower right about now. We're going to straighten the legs, find the heels on our mat, just let our feet fully relax, let our palms face upward, and we're done. Our Savasana, our corpse pose, our final pose. This is where you find your complete calm. Take the time to reflect on the last 15 minutes of movement. Send out those daily intentions, what you've got planned for the day. And that gratitude. List a few things you're grateful for. Speak them out loud. It's a beautiful thing we have going on here in this world, in this life. Just have to be looking in the right places. Namaste. I'll see you tomorrow. Have an amazing Sunday.